Hey guys, today I will show you how to set up mailcow on RackNerd VPS so that you can send unlimited emails per day. RackNerd does not limit your outgoing emails. This is one of the advantages of using RackNerd VPS. Here is the process. First, we will set up RackNerd VPS on France or Los Angeles with at least 4 GB of RAM. The minimum requirements of mailcow is 6 GB of RAM with ClamAV and Solr, but you can use 4 GB of RAM without ClamAV and Solr. And of course, as your VPS grows, you will need to upgrade to at least 6 GB of RAM, and so on and so forth. Next, we'll buy a domain on Namecheap or your preferred domain register. Then we will set up our host name, reverse DNS, and of course the initial DNS. And we will be installing mailcow, add mailboxes, and of course test email deliverability. And lastly, I will show you how to warm up your SMTP server. So let's get started. First step, go to RackNerd and under VPS, choose KVM VPS. And if you want to have faster CPUs, choose AMD Ryzen. It has NVMe SSD storage, but in this tutorial, we will be using KVM VPS. And by the way, mailcow supports KVM virtualization, so that's why we need RackNerd VPS. You can also choose AMD Ryzen VPS because it has also KVM virtualization. Choose 4 GB of RAM or more. If you have some money to spare, you can always choose 6 GB of RAM. So I will choose 4 GB of RAM. And always choose Los Angeles or France because they have free IPv6. And we will be installing mailcow on Debian 12. And just click continue. Sorry, I will just remove this one right here because we have two, and just click checkout. Fill in your personal information and billing address, and of course your password, and choose your payment method. And after this one, RackNerd will send you an invoice, and you have to pay that invoice for them to set up your account. And after you have paid your invoice, RackNerd will set up your account, send you your credentials for your root and password for your VPS, and as well your control panel. So next, we will go to Namecheap to register a domain. And this is a tip from me: do not use .loan or .biz or .xyz top level domains because they are mostly or usually treated as spam. Instead, choose .com, .net, .ai, .store, .shop for your top level domains, and do not include loans.com or free cash, something like that.com, but use a brandable one like webchunks, .store or .shop. I have already registered a webchunks.store, so if you don't know how to register a domain, just go to Namecheap and enter your domain here. So just click search, and if this one is available, just click add to cart and follow the process, and just click checkout right here. Okay, and of course register your domain. Next, we will log into our RackNerd control panel for our VPS. The username of your RackNerd control panel will be sent to you via email. So just enter your login details here and just click login. Next, we will check our IP for any possible blacklist. Go to MX Toolbox, and we'll enter our IP right here. Check blacklist, check. Okay, we are good to go. All are green so far. I'm just gonna close this one. Okay, do not get confused with the host name. I have set this a while ago for this tutorial, and I already have IPv6. So you need to request an IPv6. To do that, go to your client area of your RackNerd, open a ticket, request for IPv6. Just write a short sentence and they will almost instantly reply to your request. Once you have your IPv6, it will reflect right here and on the network. This is now your IPv6. So don't be bothered with this reverse DNS yet, because we will tackle that one later on. And next, we will connect to our server via SSH. We will be using a free SSH client called Bitwise. I will put a download link on the description down below. So just run Bitwise. Beside host, enter your IP address. This is your IP address. Use port 22 and your username is root. Just click login. Accept and save. Your password is sent to you in your to your email. So check your email. Click OK and click New Terminal Console. Next, we will bind our IPv6 with our server. I will show you how. I'll just be pulling this blog of mine. Okay, I will also put this link on the description down below. To do that, just go to sysctl.conf, copy this one, paste it here, and scroll down using your arrow keys. We will set this one to 0. Oh, sorry. And we will add these lines right here. Copy this one and paste it here. Just right click and Control X, Y, and just click enter. Now we need to upgrade our server. Just copy this one, just paste it here, click enter. Just choose Y. Press Q. And we will reboot our server. Just type reboot and click enter. Next, we will set our host name, reverse DNS, and our initial DNS. So let's go back to our control panel right here. I have set my host name to mail.webshanks.store. We'll change our host name. Scroll down and you will see host name here. Write your host name right here. For example, my host name is mail.webshanks.store. Next, we will set our clock first. Be sure to choose local time here because we will sync this with our mailcow. And next, we will set our reverse DNS. for both IPv4 and IPv6. You just click this one here, and you can add your host name here as a reverse DNS and just click update for our reference. But RackNerd will handle all our IPv4 and IPv6 reverse DNS. So let's go back to our RackNerd support request. Let's ask them to change our DNS, and let's like to request to change our DNS for IPv4 and IPv6 to mail.webshanks.store, and it's a bit right here. So let's go back to our control panel. Once your reverse DNS are set, we'll check this one with MX Toolbox. Okay, we'll use our IP so that we can reverse look up our PTR record. This should be mail.webshanks.store, and also our IPv6. Paste your IPv6 here, and we will reverse look up. This should go to mail.webshanks.store, and it will take at least 24 hours to propagate. I'm just gonna close this one. Now that we have set our host name, reverse DNS, and our clock, let's go to Cloudflare. So if you don't have any Cloudflare account, you can sign up here, and we'll just log in here. Okay, so we need to add a site, so just click add site here. Add our domain, click continue. Scroll down and choose free, click continue. Okay, just click continue. We don't have any records yet. Next, we will use this name servers on our domain register. I'm going to Namecheap. Gonna close this one. Okay, I'm now on my Namecheap, and we will manage this one. Just click manage and choose custom DNS and add our Cloudflare name servers. Copy this one and just click save. Okay, we'll wait for a few hours to let our DNS propagate. Okay, we'll just click continue. We'll just click finish later, and we'll go to DNS, and we'll start adding the initial DNS. Let's go back to our guide right here. We'll just scroll down. Okay, we'll need to add mail, and our record type is A, and our value is our server IP address. So let's go back. Let's click add record, choose A, and we'll use mail. Just copy this IP address. Sorry. And we'll not try to use proxy. Just click save. And auto discover, that will be a CNAME. Auto discover, and we will use our host name. That will be mail.webshanks.store. Click save. Let's add another CNAME. Save, and MX will be our host name. We'll choose MX. And name will be, okay, that will be at, and that will be 10. And just click save. We might as well add our root. So just click save. After adding this initial DNS records, we will wait for at least a few hours and we'll install mailcow. You can also check your propagation process using DNS checker. You can check if it is propagated. So as you can see, it is green now. Let's install mailcow. We'll just first install Docker. So I'm already connected to my server. So just right click, click enter. Next, we'll install mailcow using the script. First, you will use umask. We'll check if it is 00022. So it's correct. Let's go to op directory and we will clone our mailcow. So just copy this one, paste it here, click enter. Then let's go to our directory and we will execute. Click enter. Okay, our host name will be mail.webshanks. Shanks.store. Just hit enter and choose one. Okay, great. Now we will pull our Docker so that we can start mailcow. Just copy this one, paste it here. We'll run the second command. Right click, enter. Okay, now we will access our mailcow using our hostname. So the default username is admin and the password is moohoo. That will be moohoo. Okay, welcome to your mailcow dashboard. We'll check if everything is running. Great, everything is running. And we are using 68% of our memory. And our CPU is 39%. First things first, we will secure our mailcow. We will remove the admin. So just go to system, configuration. We'll add a new administrator. Let's say WebShanks. We'll use a more secure password. Click add. And we will just log out so that we can remove this old administrator account. We'll log in with the new administrator. And let's go to configuration. We will delete this one. Delete now. And next we will create a mailbox. So just go to email click configuration, add a domain. We will use our domain, and you can customize these fields right here. If you want to limit your quota, add something like bigger than 10 gigabyte, but of course this will depend on your disk. And you can add rate limit right here. RackNerd does not have limitations in sending outgoing emails, but best practice, you can add, for example, 1000 emails per minute or 10,000 emails per minute, and just click add domain and restart Sogo. Okay, now we need to map our DNS into our Cloudflare. Just click DNS. Okay, we need to add these records without the green check marks. We'll start with mail.webchunks.store. Okay, I'll just move this tab right here. So this is for the IPv6. I'll just go for ACE and copy this one. This is our IPv6. Disable the proxy status and click save. And next, this one, that will be TLSA. So that will be 25. And this is the value 311. So that will be 311. And start copying from A up to 3. Click save. Okay, so our SRV. So we'll go to add SRV. So the name is webchunks.store. So, and the service is underscore auto discover. Don't include that, just underscore auto discover. And the protocol is TCP. Okay, so the correct data for this one is mail.webchunks.store. Will be our target. Since there is no priority wait included, we'll put this as 0. And for the port, it is 443. Click save. Okay, for our SPF, you can click this one. You can craft on your own, but for an easier approach, I have provided here our SPF. You can copy this one, but change your IPv6 and IPv4 with your own server IPv6 and IPv4. Just copy this one. We will add a text record. This will be our content right here, and this is our name. Click save. Next, for our DMARC, let's go back. Just copy this one. You can also use your own DMARC right here. This is a DMARC generator. but for this tutorial I have already provided DMARC. You can just copy this one. We will add a DMARC, so another text record for this, and the name will be dmarc.webchunks.store. Hit save, and of course the last one, the domain key. Another text record. That will be the value for this one is this. Remove this, paste it here, and click save. Now we will close this one to see if we have added the correct records. We'll click DNS. Okay, all current state are in green check marks. So this one has no check mark, but this may be a bug. So this is actually good to go. Now we will access our webmail client called Sogo. So just go to apps, click webmail. We'll use a new tab. I'm just gonna close this one. Okay, so in order to log into your webmail, we will add mailboxes. Go to mailboxes, click mailboxes. We'll add a mailbox. That will be, let's try an info. So that will be, let's try Tony Stark. Let's generate a password. Okay, we'll copy this one. You can add a quota right here. Okay, if you want to use enforce TLS outgoing, you cannot use port 25 because port 25 doesn't use authentication. I'll just leave this as is, so don't choose anything right here. If you want to choose to send using port 25, and okay, all good, just click add. Okay, now let's use info. Paste our password here, hit enter. Welcome to your webmail dashboard, and here you can send and receive email messages. If you don't want to use this Sogo webmail client, you can use other email clients like Thunderbird. But now let's test our email server using our mail tester. Okay, we'll just copy this one. Let's compose a new message. We'll add the recipient here, and we will use an email template. Okay, I will use this email template, so put it on our subject and our body. Okay, great. We will just hit this button to send. Now we will check our score. Okay, great, we have 10/10. Okay, our message could be improved. So if you want to have a better message, you should come up with another email template. And next we will send test email on Gmail, Proton Mail, and AOL Mail. I'll just open these email providers. Alright, I have opened 3 email service provider. We will send emails to. Let's go back to our webmail and we'll write a new email message. We'll need to webchunks. Proton Mail and to AOL Mail. And we will use an email template. We'll be using another email template. Just paste it here and the body. And we'll send. Okay, we have received the email from our webmail. Okay, let's check. Okay, great. We have received from our webmail to Proton Mail. But what about AOL Mail? Okay, let's try to go to spam. Okay, we have received the email from our webmail SMTP server to spam. So the remedy for this one is to warm up your IP so that you can train AOL Mail to let this be treated as a normal message. So that's the importance of IP warm up. Next, we'll try to reply. Okay. Hey, I will be there. Cheers. Okay, let's send. Okay, we'll refresh if we have received the message. Great, we have received the message, the reply rather. What about the Proton Mail? Okay, let's reply. Okay, we'll just send. Okay, we'll refresh. Okay, we have received the reply. It will be thanks, I will be there. So now let's try to configure our Thunderbird. Okay, let's open our Thunderbird. Just go to account settings, add mail account, info@webshanks.store. We'll use our password we have created while setting up our mailbox. Just click continue, and if you face this error, just go to configure manually. Okay, let's configure our hostname that we'll use StarTLS and normal password. That will be 143. Mail 587. Let's try StarTLS and normal password, and just click done. Just click finish. Okay, we have properly synced our mailbox with our Thunderbird and our webmail. Okay, next, this is another part in Cloudflare. We will be creating a DNS sec. Okay, this will help us protect our DNS. We'll just click DS record right here. Let's go to our domain register. Go to advanced DNS. Just enable this one here, so status will be enabled. Okay, let's go back to Cloudflare. So we will add key tag first. It will be 23871. So the algorithm will be 13. We'll choose 13, and Okay, digest type will be SHA-256. Okay, digest is we'll just copy this one and of course paste it here and just click save. Okay, it will take at least an hour for the DNSSEC configuration to take into effect. Now next, the final step is warming up your IP and domain. You can use warm-up services like warm-up inbox or instantly.ai, and though RackNerd allows unlimited outgoing email messages, that doesn't mean you need to send thousands of emails in one gulp, because your IP is new, your domain is new, and of course your SMTP server is new. So imagine if you send thousands of emails to Gmail. Of course it will attract the spam radar of Gmail and will treat your IP as spam, and it will put you in blacklist in spam house because you are sending too much email though you are just new. So to remedy that one, you need to sign up for a warm-up service like warm-up inbox. So what does warm-up inbox do? Warm-up inbox will just automatically warm up your inbox. So they have a 7-day free trial. You can try them out, and what they'll do is they will send automatic emails to Gmail, Outlook, another email provider. That is done automatically and without lifting a finger. So that is how you will build trust on your SMTP server. And for some bonus, I'll just show you how to save on VPS with RackNerd. So here's the bonus content. You can get a VPS in RackNerd for $52.49 per year. Yes, it's annually, and you can add 6 GB of RAM so that you can comply with mailcow's minimum system requirements, and it will cost only $68.99 per year. Yes, per year. So this is just the bonus content, and that's it. I hope you learned something from mailcow setup, and if you have any questions, just drop them on the comment section down below so that I can answer them all. As always, thank you all for watching, and please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you everyone, and I'll see you on my next video.